Alrighty, welcome. It is Sayless Footy Tip time, round 27, the last round of the year. We've made it to the end of the season. What a season it has been. There has been so much happening this season. Some good, some bad, but there's just the very essence of it is there's been some fantastic footy. And I think it's going to continue this week. The minor premiership is not sewn up. Panthers or Brisbane can still win it. It comes down to this round. The top eight is still undecided. And even with a very, very minuscule chance, the wooden spoon can still go to the Dragons and not the Tigers. But I'm not holding my breath. But hey, when there's a chance, there's a chance. Now, geez, a lot's happened in footy this week. You know, stuff going on at South. Reckon that Latrell and Cody are running the club, and JD can't stand up to him. Sam Burgess, Johnny Morris, tapping out. Well, Sam Burgess straight away. Johnny Morris to the end of the season, and then he's signed as an assistant for the Tigers, which I absolutely love. Oh, it's one of the best signings I've actually seen. What else is going on? Someone's had a sook about being late at training and made to wrestle everyone. Who knows how truthful that is with the Bulldogs. And yeah, now we've got a whole heap of teams that are safe in the finals, in the top four, resting players in the last round. I still think there's going to be quality football this round. Hey, let's not mess around. Let's get into it. We'll go through tips for this week, do a little recap at the end, and you know what? Got a little bet of the week for you. Who knows what's going to happen, but it seems like a safe bet, but don't they all? Anyway, first game is Broncos versus Storm. A couple of big ins in the way of young players that we think are going to be something. One for the Storm is young Jack Howard, who is signed to the end of 2027. The only other players in Melbourne that are signed that long are Money Munster, uh, who else is there? We've got Eli Katoa and Big Nelson. They're the only players that sign that long. So big raps on this young man. Pappy's going to have his first full game at fullback, which I'm excited to see. I think he's going to make a big impact in this game, and I think he's going to also help run the play in the halves as well. Um, Jock Madden's been solid in the halves of the Broncos, and this is his chance to step up and show what he can do. I'm absolutely loving the big forward in on the bench for the Broncos, Xavier Willison. He's been fantastic every time he's played. He's a try scoring machine. He's a big body. He's just a meter eater. I reckon if he just tightens up his defense, he's going to be an absolute fantastic first grader. But the big talk is around the young hooker Blake Mozer. He's supposed to be an absolute legend and should be the next first grader coming through. So excited to see how he will go. Look, it's a coin flip. Bit of a it's at Suncorp, so probably towards the Broncos, but Bellamy has the wood over the Broncos. A little bit wet there at Suncorp this afternoon, so I don't know how much the ground will dry out tonight. Look, I'm going to go with the Storm. This could go either way, but I just have a feeling about the Storm, so that's the only reason I'm taking the Storm. On a Friday night now, Seagulls, West Tigers, nothing to play for really. If the Tigers absolutely smash the Sea Eagles, wow, why do I always do that? Sea Eagles, Manly, and the Dragons get absolutely pumped. There's a chance. There's a very slim chance that the Tigers will not get their wooden spoon. But look, who knows? Manly, young Gordy Chan Kumtong gets another run. Tigers giving a start to Josh Folletti and Kit Lau Lili. I don't know how to say his name, and I'm really sorry. He is absolutely touted as being a really, really great player. Shawnee Bloor starting in the second row. Johnny Bateman is out along with Big Steph. Be back to the halves where he played an absolutely fantastic game 2 weeks ago. I'm tipping the Tigers, but you know why I'm tipping the Tigers because I'm a Tigers supporter. But hey, I think we can do this. I think we have more to play for than the Sea Eagles. On to the big game Friday night. Rabbitohs Roosters. No Latrell, no Jared. Still going to be a fantastic game. The Roosters on the way up. The Rabbitohs on the way down. Is this where they sort of stop the rot? Who knows what's going to happen here? This is This is actually an exciting game. Surely Victor Radley's going to put a big hit on someone. Him up against Cam Murray is an amazing matchup. Um, I'm leaning towards the Roosters. A lot of it hinges on if Joey Manu plays. I think he will sort of risk it. I think it's a sort of a lower grade sort of calf injury. Well, I think he's definitely going to play. I mean, the Roosters season's on the line. I'm leaning towards Roosters. I don't know why, but I just yeah, I just think they can do it. And then yeah, that'll end a pretty miserable season for the Rabbitohs. On to Saturday now. Warriors up against the Dolphins. Warriors once again, another team resting all their stars. Poor old Dolphins have been absolute cannon fodder the last few weeks, but they're trying hard. I still think without the stars, the Warriors can get it done here. Sean Johnson looks like an absolute lock for the Dally M. It doesn't play the last game. Imagine if he loses by 1 point. Like, surely if he plays, it's a guaranteed, you know, guaranteed Dally M. It's a little bit of a worry for me, but hey, he must would rather win a premiership than a Dally M. I guess everyone would. But yeah, if I was in contention, I'd still be playing. But yeah, Warriors to get that one. Panthers up against Cowboys. The Cowboys need to absolutely win this and get results to go their way to qualify for the eight. The Panthers don't need to. They can tie up the minor premiership. They're not resting players, so I feel like after their performance against Para last week, I feel like Ivan's just really challenged them, and they're going to come out and absolutely give it to the Cowboys. I feel sorry for the Cowboys, but you know what? You shouldn't have yourself in the position to having to win the last game of the season to get through. I think the Panthers win, but hey, I thought that last week against the Eels. Maybe this is the time when the Panthers fall out of premiership contention. Who knows? The three-peat is so hard to do. No one's done it in the modern era. So is this? I don't think so. I think the Panthers bounce back here. On to the 7:30 game on Saturday. Knights up against Dragons. I think the Knights are just going to keep on keeping on. No Kalen, no Phoenix Crossland, no Tyson Frizzell. There's still enough star power in that Knights team. They're all running on confidence, and I think they're just going to put a scoreline on the Dragons. I think what the Dragons got to play for, except for avoiding that wooden spoon. That's the only thing that they'll be fighting for. I think the Knights win comfortably. On to Sunday now. Titans up against Bulldogs. Look, I think it's just play footy, have fun, don't get yourself injured for next season. I'm taking the Titans here at home. And then the last game is has a lot of ramifications on the eight. It's Sharks versus Raiders. The Raiders can mathematically still miss the eight. They need to win here, but I don't think they can. I think they're still somehow going to qualify in seventh, but I think the Sharks beat them here. Nico back will work really well with Braden Trindle. I think Matt Moylan did not really work with with Trindle last week, and I think Nico Hines is going to be the difference. Parramatta's got the bye, can't make the eight. It is a absolutely fantastic last round. All right, let's go. Quick recap. All right, Broncos Storm. I'm going the Storm in a very, very, very close one. It is a coin flip. Sea Eagles, Manly versus the Tigers. I'm taking the Tigers. The Tigers, can they escape the wooden spoon? Rabbitohs versus Roosters. The Book of Feuds. Absolutely red hot Friday night footy. Well done to the NRL to making this game Friday night, last round of the season, and both of them fighting for a place in the eight. I'm tipping the Roosters, but I'm not confident. On to Saturday now. Dolphins up against the Warriors. Warriors without stars. I'm still with the Warriors. Panthers, Cowboys. I'm on the Panthers. I think they bounce back. Knights versus Dragons. The Knights are going to do it. They're going to keep on keeping on. Titans, Bulldogs, Titans at home. Get the dub. And then the final game of the round. Sharks up against Raiders. And the Sharks get the victory there. Round 27. Oh my God. As I said at the start, what a absolute fantastic season. And it still all comes down to this. Now, how about a little cheeky bet of the week? That's what you're here for. Well, if you've lasted this long, you're definitely here for this. So let's go an easy one here. Bet of the week. So we're going to take Knights and we're going to take Knights 13 plus, and we're going to add in some try scorers. Dom Young, Bradman Best, and Greg Marzu to score. Knights 13 plus. Easy little same game multi on that one. That is the bet of the week. Chuck a few quid on that one. Rightio. That is the end of the Say Less Footy tips for round 27. If you haven't already, subscribe, give us a like, comment, or head on over to TikTok at Say Less Footy Pod or Instagram at Say Less Footy Podcast and give us a follow. Instagram needs some love. Actually, everywhere needs a bit of love. Head on over and help me out. Give me a follow. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the footy this weekend, and I'll see you back again next week. Say less. Peace out.